Rattler fans, welcome to the gem of the park at St. Mary's Dixon Stadium. It's opening day for me, and it's opening day for William and Jewell College, as they'll be taking on the Red Hot Rattlers. David Tovar, Brian McGluley on with you. And Brian, you've been covering this baseball team the entire year. They are on a roll to start off, to the surprise of really no one. 11-3 on the year, 9-2 here at the Dixon Stadium. And they've done it with some hot pitching, of course. Matt McLean had a huge game last week. Actually, we are at a week to his no-hitter, the first in over 7 years and only the second in the entire decade. In the entire century of the 2000s for St. Mary's. So keep that in mind. Today we're going to have Rene Solis going, a finalist in the Tino Martinez Division II Collegiate Player of the Year Award. It's the second time being nominated. He was nominated last year. He's back at it this year, and he'll be on the mound as you see him warm up this afternoon. But we'll focus on our opponents for a little bit. William and Jewell College are from Liberty, Missouri. They are the Cardinals, and the Rattlers, of course, have a lot of experience beating up on some Cardinals.
Well, William and Jewell, this is their first game of their season this year. Last season, they had an under 500 record, 19-29. However, they were really good at home in Liberty, Missouri, 11-8 at home. And pitching for them today is David Collins, whom their coach Mike Stockton in an interview mentioned was one of their key pitchers on this pitching staff. So we'll wait to see in the bottom of the inning how Collins will take on these Rattler bats.
You mentioned they were very good in Missouri. Well, this isn't Kansas nor Missouri. It's Dixon Stadium, and the first pitch just a bit outside, and it'll be ball one.
Leading off for the Cardinals is number 3, the designated hitter, Jesse Gray.
A redshirt sophomore from Blue Springs, Missouri, the outfielder, playing DH in this game, leading off.
And last season, Gray batted .262, started 20 games and made 31 appearances. Had 5 RBIs as well.
1-2 from Solis. This one is chopped over to third, and that one will be a quick out numero uno as Humple back at first.
Right fielder Luke Luchetti.
Nathan Humple, of course, who leads at double life. Sometimes the pitcher, and for the last couple of games he's been playing at first base. He's got the height for it, got the arm for it, obviously. And he helps register the first out. So one away here. Solis again delivers that one down the pipe. It'll be called a ball 1-0. This one is popped up high, and let's see if center gets to it. And that one is caught for out number 2, Adrian Garcia.
Left fielder Sam Morgan
chases that one down. So quickly, 2 away. Up next for William and Jewell, number 9, Sam Morman, outfielder. 6'3", redshirt junior, also from Blue Springs, Missouri. As we mentioned this, we mentioned that this squad is from Liberty, Missouri, and Mormon there whiffs on that pitch, 0-2. Solis delivers, and that one is hit through the gap, ends up in left field, and the Cardinals will have their first hit of the afternoon.
First baseman Clark O'Dowd.
That was a great piece of hitting there by Mormon. Not doing too much with the pitch, and he was able to deposit it right in front of the left fielder for the first hit of the ball game for the Cardinals.
2 outs, 1 on, and up next is 45, Clark O'Dowd, infielder from Kansas City, Missouri. He takes the first pitch. That one's up high, and it'll be a ball 1-0. So Lease on the year, 3-0, 3.12 ERA. As we mentioned, he's a finalist for the Tino Martinez Division II Player of the Year award. Second time in the running, and this one is popped up, and it will be chased down, and the Cardinals will strand one. They had one hit, and so Lease retires the side quickly. A quick top of the first inning. Still 0-0. Rattlers are at bat next. Stay with us. More coming. All the action on Rattler Network.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Left fielder Scott Jones.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. Bottom of the first inning, Rattlers at bat next. Leading off for St. Mary's is number 2, Scott Jones, the left fielder. Jones on the year, 324. Done a great job in the leadoff spot. And he'll be taking on number 13, David Collins, the right-hander. Senior, 3.9 record last year. First pitch of the year for Collins is a strike, 0-1. At a 4.45 ERA, and as you mentioned, Brian, his coach, giving him high praise, talking about how Collins is one of the key cogs on this Cardinal team. Second pitch is a ball, 1-1. Collins delivers. This one chopped by Jones, and it is chopped foul.
And so far, what we've seen from Collins, he is a very hard thrower. He can throw the ball with a lot of velocity. It'll be interesting to see how he plays that into his game plan as the game progresses.
Yeah, this is no easy task for any pitcher, and you can imagine this can't be easy as your first start of the entire year. You're going against the number 5 team in the country, as voted on by the National Collegiate Baseball Writers Association. 2-2. Jones. That one's fouled away, and we'll do it again. Collins gets the signal. He winds up and throws. Jones chops that over to third. And that'll be an academic out for the Cardinals, 1 away.
That was a routine play for Rice to make. A slow grounder to third as the first out of the inning is made. But on that pitch right there, Collins mixing it up a bit. A little off-speed pitch right there. Caught Jones off guard. And
Jones, one of the better hitters on this team, and also a speedster, so they caught him. And that is out numero uno. Up next is number 21, Mario Maldonado. Of course, Mario also leading a double life. Half of the time, a stud hitter and a terrific infielder. And as we saw on Tuesday, also a very capable pitcher. Tossed over 100 pitches in the win against Angelo State. This one batted away, foul.
I believe Maldonado pitched around 117 pitches, if I'm not mistaken, in 8 1/3 innings. An impressive outing for him. And just goes to show how well-rounded this Rattler team is and how capable they are of beating you in multiple ways and facets of the game.
With multiple players. I mean, Tuesday really, for Maldonado, everything came full circle. He was recruited to St. Mary's as a pitcher originally, and then looking at the infield for St. Mary's is Coach Ermis almost hit that line drive for Maldonado. 1-2. But for Maldonado, recruited as a pitcher, and then St. Mary's looking at their depth or lack of depth in the infield. They play Maldonado at second. He turns out to be a stud second baseman, and he's a stud hitter, and he can also pitch, and it was his first start as a Rattler, as this one is out in the parking lot. Count stays 1-2. And we talked about on Tuesday, Maldonado pitching over 100 pitches, going all the way, I believe, to the 8th inning against Angelo State, a number 20th ranked Angelo State. Very good team. It was a nail-biter. It was a very good game.
And the Rattlers won on a walk-off error made by the Rams this past Tuesday night.
One of those games where you saw it all. 2-2 here for Collins. Maldonado still at the plate, and of course we talk about Maldonado being such a capable hitter, 275 on the year. And he gets this one back to Collins, and a quick 2 outs for the Cardinals, and there you see them tossing the ball around in celebration.
And much to the delight of the contingency from Missouri, able to make it down here to the Alamo City this weekend.
You know, we hear the same things from many of the visitors. You hear two things. One, it's wow, what a very nice complex, what a gorgeous stadium, and of course it's brand new. But you also hear how they come to San Antonio to escape their weather, as if San Antonio weather is any better. Of course, if you've lived here for more than 5 days, you know that you've experienced every part of the weather here. It's cold, it's wet, it's hot, it's humid, and then it's Friday. Orton at the plate, 1-0. Takes and looks, make it ball 2.
Brooks Orton, batting .283 this season, has started all 15 games that he has played, as he takes that one for strike number 1.
Yeah, he's been a very nice addition to this Rattler team. He is a native of Cedar City, Utah, and a transfer from Texas State University. So Brooks Orton finding his place here in the rotation in the lineup, batting in the 3rd spot, takes and looks at that strike, 2-1. Here's Collins, sets up and dishes. Orton trying to get that past the infield, and it is gloved by David.
I believe it's O'Dowd.
O'Dowd, excuse me. Can't read your writing. And that will do it for the first inning. Scoreless as we head to the second. Stay with us. More upcoming Rattlers and Cardinals. Not those Cardinals on the Rattler Network.
So much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes the 10th initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $1 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Jordan Rice.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. Cardinals and Rattlers, not those Cardinals. These are from Liberty, Missouri. They hail from William Jewell College. This is their opening game already almost in March. We're a day away from March, and they're barely getting out of the gates. The Rattlers have flown out the gates, 11-3 on the year, good enough for a number 5 ranking in the nation. The number 5 Rattlers taking on the William and Jewell Cardinals from Dixon Stadium inside the park at St. Mary's in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. David Tovar, Brian McGlue on it. How could you call it beautiful when you just trashed it? The weather is horrid. 2-0 start here as the leadoff man for the Cardinals in this inning is the third baseman Jordan Rice. Solis on the mound for St. Mary's gets his first strike of the at-bat, 3-1.
Rice, 6'1", 175-pound third baseman from Lee Summit, Missouri, is a 2-time Dirty Bird World Series champion. Interesting tidbit right there.
Indeed. 3-2, and Rice will head to the bases. First walk for Solis.
Center fielder, Hunter Brown.
And up next is number 10, Hunter Brown, the center fielder for the Cardinals. He's got a man on. Cardinals did a good job in the first inning. They bounced the Rattlers in order 1, 2, 3 up and down. First pitch from Solis. That'll be another ball, 1-0. And a runner goes. Rice is safe. Keith Funk not in time. I believe that was Drake Roberts trying to get to second. It'll be a stolen base for Rice, and the Cardinals now have a man in scoring position, no outs. And at the plate is Hunter Brown. 2-0 count for Brown. Here's Solis, looks back. Deals this one, chopped back, and it'll be a foul ball. First strike on the board for Solis. 2-1.
Brown, a native of Highlands Ranch, Colorado. The center fielder seeing his first action at bat in this ball game so far, as he looks at that off-speed pitch called for strike number 2.
And that will even the count at 2-2.
That was a great pitch by Solis. Caught Brown off guard right there as he evens up the count at 2.
Hey, you talk about the off-speed pitch. You talk about the position the pitch lands in. And talking with the pitching coach, assistant coach, Coach Ermans, he talks about how Solis is one of those video game pitchers. He can just place it where he needs it. And that one is placed right between the gap, and it goes all the way to left. Fielded by Scott Jones, and now 2 runners on at the corners for the Cardinals. And early on, Rene Solis finds himself in a bit of a pickle.
Runners at the corners with no outs. And now up to bat for William Jewell.
Number 2, Coleman Wahid, the shortstop. 6'2" sophomore, one of only 3 players on this William and Jewell team from Texas. He hails from Dallas, the Metroplex. Solis looking. Runners at the corners against Solis. First pitch. This one is chopped. It lands foul. Here from our vantage point, we can see where those foul balls land. And luckily, I didn't park there today. That was a good decision made on this broadcaster's part. 0-1 here for Solis. No outs. Top of the second inning. Here Solis looks. Deals. This one is popped up. Scott Jones, it'll be a relay here. Jones from left field, and they're not going to get him. As a run comes in for William and Jewell. That's Jordan Rice, the leadoff man this inning, gets to home plate, and that'll be the first run of the ball game. 1-0 lead for the Cardinals.
That was a good piece of hitting right there. Got the fly ball that they needed to score the runner from third. It was deep enough, and Jones has a strong arm, but not strong enough to throw out the runner as the first run scores.
Yeah, good play there by the shortstop Wahid as he's able to get the job done. Runner at first is safe. At the plate now for William and Jewell after that run is number 40, Zach Tyson, the catcher, as he is now looking at an 0-1. Good place to be if you're the Cardinals. First couple innings of your season, and you're leading on the number 5 team in the country. Precarious position for St. Mary's, but that was the case on Tuesday. Jewell State got out ahead on the Rattlers. Rattlers, of course, coming back in dramatic fashion twice. They were able to take the lead early, and then they took the lead for the final score. This one goes all the way to right, and the play at third. Ball is too far, and that will bring in another run, a wild throw all the way from right field. So it'll be ruled as a single and an error.
And so far, sloppy defensive plays from the Rattlers, spotting the Cardinals a run.
Make it 2 runs. They've spotted them 2 off of some sloppy play.
Now at the plate, the second baseman, number 4, Brian Porting.
Porting has a man on second, and Cardinals still threatening. This one is popped up. Orton gonna catch this one, and runner will stay at second. 2 away here for the Rattlers.
And that one pitch at bat, important for not only the Rattlers as a team, but for the pitcher, Rene Solis, to kind of gather himself after allowing 2 runs here in the top of the second.
Yeah, it's been anything but a good start here for the St. Mary's Rattlers on defense. They've allowed 2 and have already registered an error. First pitch from Solis is a strike, 0-1. At the plate is Jesse Gray, the Gray calls for time.
Gray, the first batter that Solis faced this afternoon.
And the leadoff spot and the designated hitter for William and Jewell.
Looking to try and score the runner from second to further extend this inning and increase the Cardinals' lead, as he hits that one right at the Rattler dugout, 1-2. Now, if you're the Rattlers, it'll be important to keep the damage at a minimum, escape this inning, and let your bats do the rest of the work, as that one is hit to Maldonado. The throw in time to first, and the inning ends, but not before the Cardinals strike for 2 runs here at the top of the second. You're watching Rattler Baseball on the Rattler Network.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Omar Garcia.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. The bottom of the second inning, the Rattlers already in a 2-0 deficit to these Cardinals. David Tofar, Brian McGlue on with you inside Dixon Stadium. Rattlers are 9-2 here inside the friendly confines, and they're taking on a William and Jewell team who is opening up their season. This is their first series, and it is away from home as this one is fouled away. Leading off the inning is number 8, Omar Garcia, batting terrific this season, well over the 350 mark. He's looking at an 0-2. The Rattler bats really need to get rolling for the Rattlers. In the last inning, they were put away in consecutive order, 1, 2, and 3. So now Garcia, the outfielder, will try to get some of these runs back.
Garcia batting .417 this season, was awarded Hitter of the Week, I believe, in the Heartland Conference. And he is tied with Keith Funk for most RBIs so far this season on this Rattler squad with 10. He has 4 extra base hits. I mean, we could go on for days about his exploits in the batter's box as he chops that one over the first baseman. Oh, beautiful play there by Wahid, able to barehand it and gun it to first for the first out of the inning.
Garcia not able to beat that throw there. Nice attempt with the chopper, and that will be out number 1. Up next for St. Mary's is number 6, Drake Roberts. Roberts has also been very good this year. Roberts on the year batting over 300 at last check. So trying to get the offense going. Roberts scattered on defense. He's played a little bit on the outfield. He's also played on the infield today. He's starting at short. Roberts, very athletic, has made some very good plays early on in his Rattler career. Junior transfer. And he looks at a 2-0 count here. Roberts gets that past the shortstop, and the Rattlers will have their first hit of the game. And all it takes is just a little bit of oil to start cooking.
And that was a great piece of hitting there by Drake Roberts. Able to get it just outside the outstretched reach of Wahid at short.
Yeah, Wahid actually made a good play on the last play, just not able to extend far enough against Roberts, and Roberts will find himself at first base.
Now batting for the Rattlers is first baseman Nathan Humple. Humple batting .400 this season, has made 12 appearances, and out of those 12 has started 9 games. And in his 20 at-bats, he's accumulated 4 RBIs as that one, a one-hopper to second, in time for out number 2.
That will move ahead
Third baseman Jewell.
Roberts. So with 2 away, 1 on, Roberts at second. That'll bring up number 17, Joe Hermson. Hermson, the third baseman.
And Hermson, along with Garcia and Humple, one of the 3 Rattlers to be batting over .400 this season. He's batting .412, and he's done an impressive job of being able to keep innings going with his bat as he takes this pitch foul right off his foot, and that was painful to see right there. That's a stinger.
Hermson going to try to walk it off. He'll be back inside the box. 1-1 is the count. Runner on, as you mentioned, 2 away. Collins has been very, very good to start his season here, taking on the number 5 team in the nation, the St. Mary's Rattlers. Hermson digs in, and he'll wait the pitch here. Collins looks back. Roberts with a nice lead. Hermson pops this one up, and let's see if it'll fall right into the glove of the shortstop, Wahid. Rattlers strand 1 as they gain their first hit of the game. They still trail going into the third by 2. Stay with us. More upcoming Rattlers baseball on the Rattler Network.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. Top of the third inning. Rattlers trail 2-0 to William and Jewell College from Dixon Stadium. Leading off for the Cardinals is the right fielder Luke Luschetti. Luschetti, the junior from Yorkville, Illinois, looks at an 0-1. Make it a 1-1 here. Solis on the mound, 3-0 to start off his year, 3.12 ERA, and he and the Rattler defense have had a bit of a tough time here in the early going. This one is a hit, and it lands right in front of the left fielder, Scott Jones, and that'll be another hit for the Cardinals. They got another man on.
Left fielder, Sam Morgan.
So 1 on, no outs. Up next is number 9, the left fielder, Sam Morman. Pick-off attempt by Solis. Nothing going.
Mormon so far on the day 1 for 1. As Solis looks over at first once again.
And keep in mind, Rattler fans, this is the first game of the year for William and Jewell, so all these stats are fresh. And as we mentioned, Mormon bagging a perfect 1,000 on the year, 1-1. He takes that one for a ball 1. Solis already up to 35 pitches. Allowed 4 hits and 1 earned run. Also walked 1. No strikeouts yet for Solis. Looks back. And he is giving Luschetti a workout here. 1-0. Solis looks. Deals. Up high. 2-0. Rattlers were retired in order in the top of the first. They got 1 man on. It was Drake Roberts in the top of the second. Excuse me, in the bottom of the second. And then they'll be batting again in the bottom of the third. His top of the third here is Luschetti again. Hits the deck, and he is safe. 2-0 upcoming to Mormon. Here's Solis.
Oh, beautiful breaking ball by Renee. Able to catch the strike zone for strike number 1.
2-1 the count. Here's Solis. Sets up. Deals. This one is chopped. They're going to try to turn 2. Bobbled and caught for out number 1. Ari Maldonado doing a good job keeping his composure, able to bring the ball through and hands it over to Humple for out number 1. So 1 away and 1 on at second for the Cardinals. Up next is number 45, Clark O'Dowd, the first baseman. O'Dowd 0-1 against Solis this afternoon. Takes and looks at this one for a ball one.
O'Dowd last season batted .275, had 18 RBIs, and he has a chance to score another run with a runner on second with one out.
1-1 the count here for O'Dowd. He'll set back up. Ready for Solis. Runner at second. Nice lead for Luchetti. Here's Solis. Winds and deals. Catches him swinging. 1-2. Solis is yet to register a strikeout. He's looking for this one here. Ahead in the count, 1-2.
Now look for Solis to try to get something out of the zone and get O'Dowd chasing.
Solis thinking about going to second base. Mario Maldonado inching closer. See if they can stretch Luchetti out a little bit more. 1-2 the count here. Here is Solis. Looks back and deals. And this one is popped up high into left center, and it will be Scott Jones coming up with the catch. That's out number 2. Rattlers have done a good job rebounding in this inning. They allowed the early first hit to Luchetti, and they've retired the next 2 batters in consecutive order, looking to make it 3. And up next is 26, Jordan Rice, the third baseman, scored the first run of this ball game. He really got the party going.
He was able to draw a walk, Solis' lone walk of the ball game, and Rice looks to reach on with 2 outs as that pitch paints the outside corner of the plate for strike 1. And that one just a bit outside for ball one. 1-1 now the count to Rice.
Rice digs in, a man on second. Here's Solis. Sets up for the 1-1. And a nice pitch up high. And he catches Rice swinging. 1-2. Again, Solis puts himself ahead in the count. Solis, as I mentioned earlier, one of those video game pitchers is mentioned by Coach Ermis. Raved about him his entire Rattler career, and here in the final act for Solis, he's been terrific to start. This one is popped up, and the play is made by Brooks Orton, and that will retire the side. Rattlers retire the last 3. They strand 1 to the Cardinals. Rattlers are back at bat, trailing by 2. Stay with us, Rattler Baseball on the Rattler Network.
So much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes have the 10 initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $1 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Quarterback leading off the third, catcher Keith Funk.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. Leading off the inning is catcher Keith Funk. Funk on the year, batting .250. And he'll look to get the Rattlers going. They were able to get a hit. Drake Roberts reached base in the bottom of the second. Now Funk takes Strike number 1. Collins still on the mound for the Cardinals. He's been great, and that one is fair. Funk is going to reach all the way to second, and a standing double there for Keith Funk. He gets a gratuitous bounce of the ball, and that one stays in play, as that is a good leadoff for Keith, who got funky with it.
Keith bringing the funk here this afternoon, able to get an extra base hit. And with that, that's only his second extra base hit on the season. Great hustle there by Keith, able to lead off with the double.
Yeah, it came at a very good time. He sets the table now for Garcia, who shows bunt, brings it back 0-1. Well, here the Rattlers have a lot of options. They can try to bunt and get Funk over to third. Garcia is also a pretty good hitter, batting over 300 on the year here at last tally. Can also get the ball rolling as well. Pitch to Garcia. This one is fouled away. 0-2.
And if you're Garcia, you want to be cautious. You're down 0-2 in the count. You want to try to battle back and swing at a pitch that's remotely close to the strike zone.
Oh, nice dig there by Garcia, but it will be a high pop-up. Will it move Funk? It will not. Nice attempt there by Garcia. Funk still at second. That is out number 1.
Left fielder, Scott Jones.
We're back at the top of the order here for the Rattlers. Scott Jones back at the plate, the left fielder leading off. Jones, a very good hitter. It's who you'd want in one of these situations. You get your leadoff guy on, and you have a man on second, only one away. Setting the table nicely did Funk for the Rattlers here in the bottom of the third. Collins looks back over to second, deals the first pitch. Jones, this is going to land. Just lands foul. And after the gratuitous hop that Funk got, you may think that all the balls are going to twist and turn in favor of the Rattlers, but Jones will come back and we'll do it again.
And so far, the pitcher, David Collins, has only thrown 34 pitches, in contrast to Rene Solis, who's pitched well above 40. It'll be interesting to see the longevity of these pitchers in this ball game as the game progresses, as that ball out of the zone for a called ball. 1-1 now the count.
This is the first game for William and Jewell, and you're right. We'll see as the game goes on. You would assume a little bit of fatigue and maybe some of the rust will show up. And this one is hit in the gap. Funk will go to third, and he is held at third by Coach Ermis, but a good piece of hitting. You talk about good piece of hitting. Good piece of hitting there by Scott Jones, exactly how you want it on. And he does a great job getting that right through the gap. And that puts runners at the corners for St. Mary's. And another bat you want up there, Mario Maldonado's, is up next.
Maldonado so far this season has 6 RBIs and 2 home runs to lead the team in that department as well. He'll look to score Funk from third. There's only 1 out in the inning, so a deep fly ball will be more than enough.
Let's see what Maldonado does here. First pitch, he swings at it, chopped, and it's going over to first. Maldonado, maybe a little bit overzealous. Chops that one right back to Collins, and he is out at first, but he moves the runners ahead. Could be all strategy here. Of course, historically, Coach Meagle, a huge fan of playing small ball, and really all his players, got to commend the job they do. They sacrifice stats in order to move their guys ahead. You don't have, I mean, these guys can have these huge power numbers. As right on cue, Coach Meagle makes an appearance, talks to the umpire, arguing that maybe Maldonado was safe, I would assume.
I believe that is what he might be arguing, because O'Dowd seemed to have his foot come off the bag at first, and after Maldonado reached first, it looked to the naked eye anyways, that O'Dowd had stepped right back onto the base, but nonetheless, there's still 2 outs in the bottom of the third.
2 away and 2 on for the Rattlers. 1 at second and 1 at third. Funk is at third. Brooks Orton at the plate, takes and looks for ball 1. Rattlers trail by 2. This would be a perfect opportunity for the Rattlers to get back in the game, and especially early in the first third of this one. Orton pops this one up, and this one is going foul. So it'll be 1-1.
On deck for the Rattlers, if he gets the opportunity this inning, is Omar Garcia. As that one bounces in the dirt. 2-1 now the count.
And if you're Collins, you got to start thinking about the walk here. You don't want to walk Orton because you will get Garcia next. 2 on, 2 away. Here is Collins again. And this one is hit hard but hit high, and it is a can of corn for Mormon and the Cardinals. Collins escapes. 2 are stranded by the Rattlers, and it is a 2-run deficit going into the 4th. Stay with us. More upcoming. Rattler baseball continues on the Rattler Network.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. The top of the 4th inning. The William Jewell College Cardinals lead the St. Mary's Rattlers 2-0. David Tovar, Brian McGlue on with you. You are looking live at beautiful Dixon Stadium inside the park at St. Mary's in San Antonio, Texas. And the Rattlers got off to a rocky start in the first 2 innings. They allowed 2 runs in the top of the 2nd. Really cleaned up their act in the top of the 3rd and look to continue that here in the top of the 4th. Leading off for the Cardinals is number 10, Hunter Brown. And Brown, a 1-for-1 on the afternoon against Solis. This is the opening game for the Cardinals this season. Late, last day of February. So really late in the season. Solis gets him to chase that one, 1-2. Solis has really settled down here as the innings have progressed.
And what has been, to me anyways, Solis's go-to pitch has been his breaking ball, as that one just outside for ball number 2. But Solis has been working his curveball very well, and he's gotten several batters to swing and miss on it.
He'll look to do that here, 2-2. And does exactly that. First strikeout of the game for Rene Solis. That is out numero 1. Solis, of course, a finalist in the Tino Martinez Division II Player of the Year Award. Tino Martinez, of course, famous.
A great Yankee, multiple-time World Series champion, first baseman back in the late 90s and early 2000s of those great Yankee teams.
First pitch by Solis, the finalist, is a strike. 0-1. Up next is number 2, Coleman Wahid, the shortstop. Wahid, who is also hitless in this one. And I think he's gonna, I don't know if he's out of frame. I think he's still in frame. He's gonna go get another helmet. He didn't like how that one looked on him. So he will come back. He'll look at an 0-1 with a brand new helmet. And he'll look to dig in. Hey, Rattler fans, remember to check us out on social media, facebook.com/St. Mary's Rattlers. We're also on Twitter and Instagram at St. Mary's Rattlers. That's all together, at St. Mary's Rattlers. Solis' pitch is up high for a ball 1. And for all the new stats, scores, schedules, game stories, game write-ups, and Tofar's Take, check out RattlerAthletics.com. Wahid chases. Ready, strike 2. You talk about that breaking ball, and it's been working for Solis here in the last couple innings. He got the last batter, Hunter Brown. He's looking to get Wahid as well. And he gets him looking. Strike 3, and that is strikeout numero dos for Solis.
Oh, Rene Solis, after a rough couple innings to start the game, this inning has seemed to hit his stride, striking out the first 2 batters of the inning, and now he faces the catcher, Zach Tyson.
Let's see if he can make it a hat trick here. First pitch is a ball. And as he mentioned, Tyson, the catcher, on the day is 1 for 1. So he's really gaining his composure here. Next pitch. There's another strike, evens the count, 1-1. 2 outs, no runners on for the Cardinals. Rattlers at bat next after 1 more out. There's the 1-1. This one way outside, trying to get him to chase. And to no avail, 2-1.
That right there, Solis outside with the pitch, but you could see the ball try to break right back into the strike zone as that off-speed pitch catches Tyson swinging, and that evens the count at 2.
Yes, last portion of batters have had a real hard time with Solis. The entire William Jewell dugout looking to see how they're going to hit him. And Solis goes for the hat trick here. 3 up and 3 down, all by strikeout. Solis mowing him down as the Rattlers will look to do the same on offense. Stay with us, more upcoming. Rattler Baseball continues on the Rattler Network.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. The bottom of the 4th inning. Leading off is Omar Garcia for the Rattlers. Rene Solis, talk about that impressive inning he had. 3 up and 3 down, mowed them all down with strikeouts.
Rene Solis really picking it up after a disappointing start to the game. The Rattlers down 2 runs to nothing early on, but Solis at the top of this inning was just superb, striking out all 3 batters he faced, and it was a mixture of his breaking ball, his off-speed pitches. It was just a great combination of his entire repertoire. As that one is bobbled and
fumble.
Garcia able to beat the throw to first after a bobble by Porting, and a leadoff runner at first. It'll be scored as an error on Porting, as Roberts will head to the batter's box.
So Garcia on, just like Funk, who started off the top of the 3rd inning. He got a nice hop. It stayed fair. And the Rattlers weren't able to capitalize here. Drake Roberts now at the plate. He got the first hit of the game for St. Mary's, so look to do it again. And Garcia slides. He is safe. Roberts still awaiting the first pitch of this at-bat.
Roberts 1 for 1 on the day.
Collins still on the mound for the Cardinals, and Collins the complete opposite of Solis, who looked great to start off this game, as this one just trickles foul. Collins, who opened the game, who opened it very, very well, has been rattled in the last couple innings here. Solis has really picked it up and is really keyed in the last couple innings. And now the Rattlers are trying to turn around their fortunes here.
The Rattlers, as you mentioned, the past several innings have been knocking on the door. It's just a matter of time with a team like the Rattlers. It's only a matter of time before they finally get a run scored. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, Rattlers are really potent offensively on the year. They've outscored opponents by, I believe, 23 runs. 76-53, if my math serves me, if those numbers are correct. So I'm looking at the count here, 73-51. What do you got it at? The official tally. 76-53.
76-53.
Exactly. And yeah, they've done a great job this entire year, just outscoring their opponents. The 1-1 to Roberts. We're going back to first, and it's Garcia. He is safe. This one is high, and this one, we had it to the parking lot.
That was a good cut by Roberts, but got a little too under that one, as he'll see a 1-2.
No outs, 1 on for the Rattlers. It's Garcia at first. Here's Roberts lining up. Collins delivers the 1-2. And he gets Roberts looking. And that is a big, big strikeout for Collins. That's got to restore a little bit of confidence in him. Up next is Nathan Humple, 0 for 1 on the day. Humple, the first baseman. And speaking of first baseman, Collins goes back to first. Collins getting some cat calls here. They want him to pitch. Here's Collins. Delivers. Outside, ball 1. And all things considered, Collins has had a very nice game. He hasn't allowed any runs. Only 3 hits. And the Garcia one was a bobble by the second baseman.
And it was ruled an error.
Yeah, and then the Funk one was just a crazy hop. Here's Humple. That one all the way to left. And it is bobbled by the left fielder. This one is a race at third, and Garcia is safe.
Oh, and Humple, great awareness by Humple, able to advance to second untouched, and the Rattlers have runners in scoring position in second and third with only 1 out, as Hermson heads to the batter's box.
Some tough breaks there from Collins, but some terrific ones for St. Mary's. They get another great hop. It's the third great hop they've had all game, and it puts them in a familiar spot to last inning. They got 2 on at second and third, and they got a man on with 1 away. And the bunt coming here from Hermsen.
That was on that previous play. Garcia, as he was rounding second, looked to stumble and lose his balance, and the throw beat him to the bag, but he was able to elude the tag and was able to reach third safely. And that might be the difference in the ball game, as that one is fouled back 1-1.
Hermsen on the day 0 for 1. David Collins already throwing 51 pitches here. 1-1, 2 on. Hermsen sends this one back, make it 1-2. Rattlers win this possession last inning, as I mentioned, and they stranded 2, I believe, and they don't want to do that here. Another golden opportunity. They put themselves in some great spots, of course, thanks to some very timely bounces of the ball and some lapses on defense from the Cardinals. Here's the 1-2 to Hermsen. This one is high. Back. And the runner tags. Here we go. It'll be a race to home plate. It'll be a race to third as well. Humphel is caught in the middle. And he is tagged, but not before the runner comes in. And the Rattlers will get on the board, and they'll inch within 1. As we head to the 5th, the Rattlers are right back in this one. 2-1 is the score. Stay with us. More upcoming. All the action on the Rattler Network.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. The Rattlers get on the board in the bottom of the 4th inning. This is the top of the 5th inning. And leading off for the Cardinals is number 4, Brian Porting, the second baseman. And Porting, who really got the party going for St. Mary's. Porting not able to field the grounder from Garcia. And they put Garcia on first, and the rest is history. The Rattlers grab 1. Humphel was chased down, and that did the inning in. Solis back on, and Solis has been brilliant here in the last couple innings.
And Renee looking a little more relaxed on the mound, as that
very much more relaxed.
That ball finds the strike zone for strike number 2, 1-2 the count.
Solis retiring the last 3 batters in consecutive order in the top of the 4th. He got him all 3 up and 3 down. Solis takes a tumble. And a good play there by Roberts. That is out number 1. Good job there by Roberts. Able to scoop that one. Woo. Not allowing that to get past the infield after Solis tried to barehand it. Not able to get it. That ball just shot right back to him. Takes a stumble. And Roberts there, the presence of mind, able to come up with that one and shoots it right over the first for the first out of the inning.
dangerous play if you're Solis. I mean, your pitching hand getting hit directly with the ball, that must have stung, but look, he looks to have shaken it off as that pitch, oh, beautiful once again, finding the strike zone for strike one. But as he mentioned, Roberts with a great defensive play, able to barehand it and throw it to first as Gray fouls that one away. 0-2 now is the count.
So quickly, Solis gets ahead on Jesse Gray. 0-2. Back to the top of the order for the Cardinals. The designated hitter is Jesse Gray. 0-2 the count here. Here's Solis. Lines up, winds, and deals. This one is popped up, and it looks to be Maldonado's can of corn there. Out numero dos.
Maldonado didn't even have to move from his position as he was able to snag that out for the second out of the inning.
So 2 away and no runners on for the Cardinals. Up next is the right fielder, Luke Lachetti. Takes and looks at that one. 0-1. So Solis retiring the last 5 batters in consecutive order. And he gets Lachetti to swing, and it looks like Solis has really got the stuff going against these batters. They have not been able to hit him in the last couple innings. Here's Solis again. This one outside, takes a couple hops. Funk gathers it, and that is ball 1. Solis. This one is hit meekly to second, and the play at first. 3 up and 3 down once again here in the top of the 5th inning. Solis has really got his groove going now, and that only means good things for the Rattlers. They're back on offense. When we come back, stay with us. More upcoming. You're watching all the action on the Rattler Network.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning is catcher Keith Funk. David Tofar, Brian McGlue on with you. Rattlers are now within 1. And Funk, of course, when he led off the bottom of the 3rd, had a nice gratuitous hop that stayed fair and attempted to get things rolling for the Rattlers. First pitch to him is a strike. This one is a hit to Funk. And so Funk will try to shake that off as he takes his base. So 1 on already, and Collins having a rough go here in the second portion of this ball game. Started off the first 2 innings tremendously. Then in the bottom of the 3rd, it was Funk who got it going for the Rattlers, and from there Collins has been rattled throughout. It has been the complete opposite for Solis. He has been terrific. He has struck out the last 9. Excuse me, he has retired the last 9 and struck out 3 of those 9. As the bunt is laid down here. And let's see if he's going to beat it out. Almost got to it. Garcia has the wheels and going to take a breath after that one. But he does the job and advances the runner over to second. So Funk
Scott Jones
over at second, and for his services of taking a hit It's definitely the definition of taking one for the team. He'll be at second with a chance to score. Scott Jones, who also got the party rolling in the bottom of the fourth, will be back here at the plate. Takes and looks at that one, ball one.
In that previous at-bat, Garcia laid down a textbook bunt down the first base line, and it was well placed and more than enough to advance Funk into second base, as that one is hit.
Oh, it gets right by the shortstop, and Wahid not able to field that one. Funk will stay at second, and now two are on as Jones gets a nice single to bring Maldonado up next.
Second baseman, Mario.
Great effort once again by Wahid, but the ball just squirts right under from his glove, and Mario Maldonado now up to bat with two runners on for the Rattlers now and only one out.
So one away and two on. Maldonado at the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. He'll look to change that here. First pitch is a ball, 1-0.
And with that pitch, Collins has 61 pitches so far this ball game, and the past several innings he's had to make extra pitches in comparison.
Here's Maldonado, gets that hopper. Wahid not able to hold on to this one, and Funk rounds third, and he is headed home. And now the play at second. Jones is hit by that ball, and he will be safe. So Maldonado's chopper that Wahid was not able to handle will bring in the second run of the ball game for St. Mary's.
Just a bit of bad luck there for Wahid. On back-to-back plays, his effort just not enough as the Rattlers able to capitalize, and it's a brand new ball game. 2-2 is the game so far as Brooks Orton steps up to bat.
Jones at second, Maldonado at first, Orton at bat. One away, two on here for the Rattlers as they look to continue to score here. Collins delivers that one almost in the dirt, 1-0. And Collins, and for this infield, the rust is starting to show a little bit. Off to a great start, but a lot of errors, a lot of could-be errors. And now Brooks has a chance here to keep it going. Orton looks for strike one.
That was a beautiful pitch by Collins, catches the outside portion of the plate. And if you are the Cardinals, you need to settle down, understand that the game is only tied. You're not losing just yet, and you want to try to limit the damage as much as possible here in the inning, as that one goes for a called ball. 2-1 now, the count.
Here's Collins, sets up and delivers a 2-1. This one is chopped by Orton. It's going to get through. Second baseman able to come up with this ball, and that will bring in Scott Jones. And that is another run. And in this bottom of the fifth inning, the Rattlers have retaken this ball game. They now lead it 3-2.
And another ball just squirting out of the infield. This time
that was Porting not able to hold on to that one. And it looked like he made a play on that ball. As he mentioned, it just kind of squirted out of his glove. I don't know if there's a prettier synonym for squirt. But that's exactly what it did. So one away and two on for the Rattlers. Up next is number 8.
Omar Garcia pops that one up to shallow center field.
A little overzealous, and he's trying to move his his runners, and they'll stay at first and second. So Drake Roberts up next. Roberts 1 for 2 on the day.
He recorded a hit and struck out one time.
And Roberts will look to keep the ball rolling here for St. Mary's. Golden opportunity here. Rattlers already lead at 3-2. They've retaken the lead. Collins looks back, delivers, first strike, 0-1.
It looked like a two-seamer that caught the outside portion of the plate. Great pitch by Collins.
Here is Roberts. That one's chopped, and again, it is bobbled. This time by Jordan Rice, the third baseman. And this has been a litany of mistakes and mishaps for the Cardinals, and it has cost them the lead. Humple now at the plate with the bases loaded. Humple on the day, 1 for 2. And now they're going to chit-chat with Collins on the mound. Hey, Rattler fans, make sure you stay with us. This is a weekend full of Rattler athletics. Tomorrow, the unholy trinity for us that are covering the game. Baseball, I believe, at 3 p.m. It'll be a standalone game. Let me just double check that. Yeah, it'll be baseball at 3 p.m. here inside Dixon Stadium. Then softball will be over at Softball Stadium for a doubleheader starting at 1. And then men's and women's basketball will conclude their season, the regular season, here at home. 1 p.m. for the women, 3 p.m. for the men. Those games will be on the Rattler Network, so be sure to check us out. And for everything, check out our Twitter page at St. Mary's Rattlers. And, of course, for all the game stories, at the end of the day, check out rattlerathletics.com. Nathan Humple at the plate. And the bases are loaded for the Rattlers here. 3-2 score. Rattlers have taken the lead. They have scored 2 here. Collins. Humple pops that one up. And that one is center. Let's see if it's bobbled. Nope, it is caught. And what was a nightmare inning for William Jewell has finally come to an end. The Rattlers score 2 and take the lead. They lead over William Jewell 3-2. Stay with us. More upcoming. All the action continues on Rattler Network.
And on page 3.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. The Rattlers have taken the lead. They lead the Cardinals. No, not those Cardinals. 3-2. David Tovar, Brian McGlulion with you. And this one is, almost caught. Scott Jones got just a little too under it. So it'll be fouled away, strike 1. Leading off the inning for William and Jewell is Sam Mormon, the right fielder. Rene Solis on the mound. He has been spectacular from innings 3 all the way to now, retiring the last 9, striking at 3 of those 9 out. And he'll look to continue that momentum here, including I believe it was the top of the 4th inning. He got all batters in consecutive order. Next pitch from him was a strike, 0-2. And really, you can point back to Solis and maybe that's where you point and say that's where this the fortunes turned around, and another strikeout there for Solis. That is strikeout number 4 on the afternoon for Rene Solis.
And 10 consecutive batters retired by Solis and this Rattler defense.
First baseman, Clark O'Dowd.
And Clark O'Dowd, the first baseman, will look to try to slow this steamrolling Rattler defense, and Solis, who's just hitting his marks.
Yeah, Solis has been a juggernaut as of late, as you mentioned, retiring the last 10. This is the first baseman, Clark O'Dowd. Next pitch to him is a strike. That brings the count to 1-1. No runners on, 1 away. Solis on the mound, the finalist for the Tino Martinez Division II Player of the Year Award, and this one is chopped over to third. Play by Ermson over to Humple, and that will bring us out number 2.
Routine play right there.
Third baseman, Jordan Rice.
As Rice now steps in.
Jordan Rice, a third baseman, on the day is 0 for 1.
And was the lone walk Solis allowed, as that pitch finds the outside portion of the plate for strike 1.
And it's really been night and day on how Solis has pitched here. In the first 2 innings, it was anything but a nice start. This one is bobbled by Maldonado. It gets to right. It took quite the hop there on Maldonado, so a runner will reach, and that will break the 10 consecutive retirees.
I believe it was 11.
11 consecutive retirees for Solis. So a runner on at first, 2 away, and up next is number 10, Hunter Brown. Brown, who is 1-2 on the day with a hit and a strikeout, going over to first. Rice is safe.
Brown, his last time up, struck out to Solis.
So there's Brown chopping that one left side, 0-1.
And Solis checking over at first, but back in safely is.
And they're giving Rice a workout here. Rice having to hit the deck every time that ball comes near. 0-1 to count. Hunter Brown at the plate, the center fielder for William Jewell. Here's Solis. Deals, and he gets Brown swinging. 0-2. So Lisa's stuff has been nasty over the last 2 2/3 innings. It has been terrific. Even going back to that 3rd inning, he really picked it up. Here's the 0-2. Back over to Rice, and Rice steps on the bag. Rice quickly gets back to a nice lead, almost daring Solis to try it again. 0-2. Solis looks over, and he deals. And this one just a little too high for the umpire's liking. 1-2. Solis deals. Again, puts it almost in the same spot, and it's 2-2.
That one just a bit inside. Great pitch by Solis. He might be trying to set up something on the outside portion of the plate. His previous 2 pitches on the inside. And that one fouled away, as we'll see. 2-2 once again.
Solis, the senior from San Antonio Stevens, his teammate for the last couple of years, Jonathan Perez, one of the great closers in Rattler history, also from San Antonio Stevens. So great lineage there from John Paul Stevens High School here in San Antonio. Runner on, 2 away. Here's Solis, 2-2. That one is going to find the gap. And William and Jewell not going away just yet.
Shortstop, Coleman Vahid.
So 2 on, 1 at first and the other at second. Solis looks, gonna try to get him at second, and he is safe. Maldonado, he thought he got him, and the entire crowd did as well. That is as close to a bang bang as it gets. Runner stays safe at second. That's right, he has been.
By the looks of it, Maldonado was already halfway to the dugout after he applied the tag, but he'll have to hold it right there as that
that one seeps through. And now Rice is trying to go all the way home, and this is a play. Funk not able to hold on, and so Rice is safe. And what an offensive stand for Rice, as he was challenged at every base, and he's able to score for William and Jewell, and he ties this one right back up at 3 apiece.
That was a great throw by Jones, right on a line to Funk, who was blocking the plate. However, he was unable to hold on to the ball following the tag, and this game is once again tied, this time at 3.
Yeah, it would look to be another 1-2-3 inning for Solis. With 2 away, he's allowed a run and 2 more batters to get on. Here's Solis dealing that one away outside for 1-0.
Solis has pitched 86 pitches so far this afternoon, and he'll try to get that elusive third out here in the bottom of the, or excuse me, the top of the 6th.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's eluded him for the last couple batters here. After retiring, what did we say, 11 in a row, he's allowed 3 on and 1 run. This is Zach Tyson, the catcher. Tries to put down a little bit of a bunt, or maybe a half swing. It trickles behind him, 1-1.
3 consecutive singles for this William Jewell Cardinal team. Tyson trying to continue this 2-out rally here at the top of the 6th, as time is called.
Time is called, 1-1 count, 2 away, and 2 on for the Cardinals. Rattler fans, we have an entire weekend of Cardinals Rattlers. We'll be back here at 3 p.m. on Saturday and then at noon on Sunday as a 3-day, 3-game series between St. Mary's and William Jewell. 2-1 now the count after that pitch. Tyson awaiting the pitch. Here's Solis. And he gets him looking for strike 2.
That was a big pitch for Solis. It evens up the count at 2.
So deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on. 2 being the operative number right now. Here's Solis. This will be a big strikeout here. And this one hits the deck, and not at all what Solis wanted.
And good job by Keith Funk behind the plate, able to block the ball and keep it in front of him, thus keeping the runners at their respective bases. Full count now for Tyson.
3-2. Here is Solis. He sets up and deals. This one is popped up, and it is lands at center, and the run comes in, and just like that, William and Jewell has taken the lead once again, as this is the inning that will not end for St. Mary's. So Lease, with 2 outs, not able to get away. This is one of those times where that Southwest Airlines commercial, "want to get away," very much applies. 2 outs, and William and Jewell goes on a run here. They've put on, I've lost count, 4 or 5 batters.
Four straight singles.
Yeah, and they've brought in 2 runs, and they have taken the lead once again, as the Rattlers are going to want to talk about this. We'll take a little break with them. Rattler fans, stay with us. The Rattlers are trying to get out of this inning. You're watching all the action here on the Rattler Network.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland.
Welcome back, Rattler fans. Runners at the corners for William and Jewell. The Cardinals have taken the lead. They lead it 4-3. Solis remains on the mound. Delivers the first pitch, and it's a strike to Brian Porting. Porting, the second baseman, made some had some hiccups defensively, but he'll look to atone for those mistakes here on offense, as the Cardinals have been rolling here at the back end of this inning. And it's over to Hermson at third, and finally the Rattlers will get out of this inning. It has been a back and forth tussle between William Jewell and St. Mary's. More upcoming. Rattlers at bat next. They'll look to get their lead right back. Stay with us. More upcoming. All the action on the Rattler Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $1 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Leading off the 6th for your Rattlers, third baseman, Joe Hermson.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Rattlers trailing William and Jewell 4-3, as Joe Hermson, leading off for the Rattlers here, fouls that one away. The count now at 1-1. And at the top of the inning, the Cardinals were able to rally after having their first 2 batters get called out, as Hermson's swing carries the ball just foul, as we'll see 1 and 2 now. A 2-out rally at the top of the 6th inning allowed for the Cardinals to jump right back into the lead. Earlier on in the ball game, the Cardinals put a 2-spot in the second inning, as that one is hit high into shallow right. An easy play for Luchetti, who records the first out of this inning. Now batting for the Rattlers is number 5, Keith Funk, who's 1 for 1 on the day. And Funk taking that one for ball 1. And that pitch finds the outside corner of the plate. 1-1 now, the count to Funk. David Collins has done a superb job thus far for this Cardinal team, as Funk able to deposit a beautiful hit to right center. And Funk bringing the funk here, gets his second hit of the ball game, and that brings up Adrian Garcia for the Rattlers. And this hopefully may get the Rattlers going here in the bottom of the 6th inning, as they trail by 1. Collins checks over to first base, and Funk able to slide in safely before the tag. And the first pitch to Garcia is a ball, 1-0. And a bunt is laid down by Garcia, and Rice unable to make the barehanded play, and runners are safe at first and second with only 1 out, and Sam Jones,
left fielder Scott Jones.
excuse me, Scott Jones, heading to the plate. That was a tough play for Rice to make. A barehanded between the hop ball just got by him, as Jones takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Jones so far on the day, 2 for 3. Off-speed pitch is fouled away, 0-2 now the count for David Collins, who with that pitch has thrown 81 on the afternoon. Collins will step off the rubber and reset. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Here's the 0-2. And that one gets by the catcher Tyson. He was able to keep it in front of him, but that was plenty of time for Funk to advance from second to third. Now runners at the corners. And that one foul tipped. 1-2 still the count for Jones. Jones this season has 5 RBIs and has scored 6 runs. As he foul tips that one, Jones and Collins battling here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runners at the corners. Collins sets. And his pickoff throw looks as if it hit Garcia. One and two still the count. Collins awaiting his sign. And another throw to first. Trying to keep Garcia as close to first as possible. And that one popped into shallow right. And there to make the play is Lischetti for the second out of the inning.
Second baseman Mario Maldonado.
And now up to bat is second baseman Mario Maldonado, who's 1 for 3 on the day. Has 1 RBI to his name already this afternoon. And with runners at the corners, this is a key at bat with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Garcia at first, Funk at third. Maldonado awaiting the pitch from Collins. And that one in the zone for strike 1. Maldonado batting .275 on the year. Has 6 RBIs to his name in addition to 2 home runs, as that one outside of the zone for ball 1. Great job by Tyson, able to corral that ball, because you'd think any passed ball would score Funk from third. Here's the 1-1, and that one hit sharply to short. Wahid shovels it to Porting, and that retires the side. The Rattlers strand 2 runners here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We head to the top of the 7th. The Cardinals lead 4-3.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $1 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 7th inning here inside Dixon Stadium. I'm Brian Magliuan bringing you today's action, as that pitch outside for ball number 1. Defensive switch here for the Rattlers. Joe Hermsen, who was playing at third base, has moved over to first now. And now playing third base is Al Gonzalez. The count now 2-1. Batting is Jesse Gray. We are at the top of the order for the Cardinals as that one gets by Funk. 3-1 now, the count. Gray 0 for 3 on the day. And he takes that one for a called strike. Full count now for the designated hitter, Jesse Gray. Rene Solis still dealing, and that one out of the zone, and Gray able to draw the walk to lead off the top of the 7th inning. Now at the plate for the Cardinals is right fielder Luke Lachetti, who's 1 for 3 on the day. Solis with the pitch, catches the outside portion of the plate for a called strike 1. And with that pitch, Solis has surpassed the 100 pitch mark this afternoon. And that one just a bit outside for ball 1. Solis checking over to first. Off-speed pitch. Catches the outside portion of the plate. 1-2 now the count. Rene getting his sign. He sets. Pickoff throw to first. And Gray sliding in safely. Runner on first. No outs here in the top of the 7th inning. And that breaking pitch tails out of the strike zone. 2-2 the count to Lachetti. And that one catching just enough of the zone, and Lachetti strikes out looking for the first out of the inning. Great pitch by Rene Solis, able to paint the outside corner of the plate, and now up to bat is Sam Mormon as Gray able to steal second. Gray was able to get a good jump and reached second with ease. And that one just outside of the zone. 2-0 the count now. And that one will just land foul and out of the reach of Jones in left. The count will be 2-2. And Mormon able to stay alive in this at bat for one more pitch. On deck for William Jewell is first baseman Clark O'Dowd. Here's the pitch from Solis. Swing and a miss. And excuse me, the count now at 2-2. Mormon 1 for 3 on the day, struck out once. Gray is at second, and time is called. And Solis will meet with Funk. That was a brief meeting between the two Rattler players, probably to discuss their approach for this upcoming pitch. Here's the 2-2 from Solis. And that one hits softly to short. The throw by Roberts in time to Hermsen for the second out.
First baseman Clark O'Dowd.
Now up to bat, number 45, Clark O'Dowd. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Solis checks over to second. Here's his pitch. Breaking ball finds the outside corner for strike one. And that breaking ball to the right-handed batters has done Solis wonders here this afternoon. And time is called by O'Dowd. Solis has done a masterful job of utilizing his breaking ball, catching the batters off guard and off balance. And here's his pitch. That one just outside of the zone, 1-1. There was a stretch during this ball game where Solis retired 11 consecutive Cardinal batters. And that one cut on and missed by O'Dowd. 1-2 now the count. After a leadoff walk to Gray, Solis has retired the last two batters, and he looks to get out of the inning by retiring O'Dowd. Here's the 1-2. And great job by Funk, able to keep it in front of him and track down the loose ball. 2-2 now the count. On deck is the third baseman, Jordan Rice. If O'Dowd reaches base, Rice will see the plate. Here's the 2-2, and that one, a towering foul ball. And that one well out of play. And we'll see 2-2 once again. Solis getting the sign from Funk as time is called once again by O'Dowd. Solis with a 2-2, swing and a miss. He strikes out O'Dowd after giving up the leadoff walk here in the top of the 7th inning. Rene Solis able to retire 3 consecutive batters, and he finishes off the top of the 7th by striking off the first baseman O'Dowd. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's time for us to stretch here at Dixon Stadium. Cardinals still lead 4-3.
off the 7th for your Rattlers, right fielder Brooks Orton.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 7th inning here inside Dixon Stadium. St. Mary's up to bat. Brooks Orton leading things off for the Rattlers as he takes the first pitch for a ball. Still on the mound for the Cardinals is the right-hander David Collins, who has pitched tremendously well against this Rattler team, as Orton unable to beat the throw to first, and with that we have out number 1. Now up to bat for the Rattlers is Omar Garcia, who's 0 for 3 so far in this ball game. The pitch from Collins out of the zone, ball 1. And Tyson and Collins will talk things over for a bit.
What is the smoke?
The smoke?
I mean,
I don't know.
And after a short discussion, Collins is ready to pitch to Garcia. Here's the 1-0. Garcia tips it foul. 1-1 now the count. On deck for the Rattlers is Drake Roberts. Roberts earlier on in the game had a spectacular barehanded play. It was part of the stretch where the Rattlers retired 11 consecutive Cardinal batters. Garcia awaiting the 2-1. And that one hit to dead center field. An easy play for Brown.
Shortstop, Drake Roberts.
And that's already 2 down now. Drake Roberts up to bat. Roberts 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Struck out once. Here's Collins with a pitch. Check swing, and that one right back to the pitcher Collins. A 1-2-3 inning for the William Jewell Cardinals, as the Rattlers unable to get anything going in the bottom of the 7th inning. We go to the top of the 8th inning. The Cardinals lead 4-3.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student-athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here inside beautiful Dixon Stadium at the park at St. Mary's.
For the Cardinals leading off the 8th, third baseman
We are
Jordan Wright.
at the top of the 8th inning. A pitching change for the Rattlers here. Pitching for the Rattlers now is Rick Villa. And the first pitch is hit to center. And there to make the play is Garcia for out number 1. The starting pitcher for the Rattlers, Rene Solis, pitched 7 complete innings, allowing 4 runs, 3 earned. On 8 hits, he struck out 6 and in one stretch retired 11 consecutive batters. But right now he is in line for the loss as the first pitch to Brown is fouled away. 0-1 the count. And that one just out of the zone, 1-1. Villa, a San Antonio native, attended Heartland High School here in the Alamo City. Brown takes the 1-1 for a called strike. The count now 1-2. Here's the 1-2. That one in the dirt. And we will see 2-2. The sun has set here in San Antonio, and we are now playing baseball under the lights as that one just misses inside for a ball, and now full count. As Hunter Brown awaits the pitch from Villa. That one fouled off and away down the right side. Brown 2 for 3 on the day, struck out once. Here's the 3-2. And that one paints the inside corner for strike number 3. Beautiful pitch by Villa. And he got Brown looking. And that is the second out of this inning. And now at the plate for the Cardinals is shortstop Coleman Waheed, who is 1 for 2 on the day, struck out once, but has done some damage to the Rattlers, has accounted for 2 RBIs as he takes the first pitch for strike number 1. Here's the pitch from Villa. That one cut on and hit sharply right into the Cardinal dugout. 0-2 the count. If Waheed is able to reach base, on deck is the catcher Zach Tyson. Here's the 0-2 from Villa. That one just outside. Ball 1. Villa with a pitch off speed just out of the zone, 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Waheed strikes out And Villa coming in for relief. Strikes out 2 of the 3 he faced. 1, 2, 3 go down the Cardinals. The Rattlers will look to get something going in the bottom of the 8th inning. Cards still lead 4-3.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the bottom of the 8th inning here at Dixon Stadium. Brian Maglione here. Leading off for the Rattlers is Al Gonzalez. It'll be the first time he will take the plate in this ball game. And Gonzalez, the first pitch he sees, he swings on, and that one hit on a line right to the left fielder Mormon for out number 1.
First baseman Joe Herbson.
Still on the mound for the Cardinals is David Collins. He has pitched 96 pitches so far this ball game. At the plate now is Joe Hermsen as he takes the first pitch for strike 1. And that one called strike. After Hermsen, it'll be Funk. Here's the 0-2. That one high and out of the zone, 1-2. And with this next pitch, Collins will reach the century mark. And swung on and missed. Hermsen strikes out, but the throw is made to first to ensure the out. Now up to bat, catcher Keith Funk, who's 2 for 2 on the day. And he has definitely been one of the bright spots here this afternoon for the Rattlers. Funk takes that one for called strike 1. And as the game has progressed, David Collins has been doing tremendously, and that one hit high up the elevator shaft, and it is dropped by the second baseman Porting. A routine pop-up, which in all likelihood would have ended the inning, was dropped by the second baseman Porting. And it looks as if a substitution will be made. Pinch running for Funk will be Kenny Corona. As Adrian Garcia now.
Pitch running at first base for Funk, number 32, Kenny Corona.
to the plate and takes the first pitch for ball one. Kenny Corona, so far this season, 1 for 2 on stolen bases, and make it 1 for 3 on the season as he is gunned down by Tyson. Beautiful throw by the catcher, and that ends the bottom of the 8th inning. The Rattlers unable to get anything going. We head to the top of the 9th as you're watching the Rattler baseball team on the Rattler Network.
With 12 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities and NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 9th inning here as the Cardinals will take the plate. Leading off for the Cardinals is the catcher, Zach Tyson, who's 2 for 3 on the day. Has 1 RBI, struck out 1 time. And a substitution was made during the break. Now catching for the Rattlers is Jean-Paul Riguero. And Villa, who came in for relief the previous inning, down 2-0 in the count. That one finds the strike zone. 2-1 now the count to Tyson. On deck is the second baseman, Brian Porting. That one, a slow chopper to Villa, who takes it himself and throws it over to Hermsen for the first out.
Second baseman, Brian Porting.
Now up to bat, the second baseman Porting, who's 0 for 3 this ball game. And that one out of the zone, 1-0. The Rattlers will be taking on this same William Jewell Cardinal team tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. here inside Dixon Stadium. We invite all of you to try to come out and see this beautiful facility and watch the Rattlers live in action. That one fouled back, 1-2 now the count. Tomorrow afternoon, a plethora of Rattler sports action. The men's and women's basketball teams will conclude the regular season tomorrow afternoon. The women will play at 1 o'clock inside Bill Greehey Arena. The men will play following at 3. And tomorrow, the Rattlers softball team, the nationally ranked Rattlers softball team, will be in action as Villa strikes out Porting for the second out of the inning, much to the delight of the Rattler faithful. And now batting is Jesse Gray, who's 0 for 3 but was able to draw a walk. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning, no runners on, and Villa delivers. Strike number 1. Rick Villa has done a tremendous job in relief. Here's the 0-1. Off-speed pitch catches the outside portion of the plate. Strike number 2. Oh, 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That one low in the zone. 1-2 to Gray. If Gray is able to get on, Leschetti is on deck. Villa delivers the pitch. A chopper to first. An easy play for Hermsen, who takes it to the bag himself. A 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Rattlers trail by 1. Stay tuned for the conclusion of this ball game right after this.
So much to celebrate in Division II. We're especially proud of our commitment to make a wish.
Division II student athletes led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $1 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 9th inning. Coming up, leading off for the Rattlers is Adrian Garcia.
Leading off the ninth for the Rattlers, center fielder Adrian Garcia.
Then it'll be Scott Jones and Mario Maldonado, the 3 due up for the Rattlers. Rattlers trail by 1 here in the bottom of the 9th. And that one just out of the zone, 1-0. David Collins, the pitcher for the Cardinals, has gone the distance as he hits Garcia on the leg. And Garcia will take first base. Collins, so far this ball game, has thrown 106 pitches, as he's seen this Rattler lineup a plethora of times. And now up to bat, we are at the top of the order for the Rattlers, is left fielder Scott Jones. Jones 2 for 4 on the day. He will look to try to get something going. Rattlers trail by 1 as time is called. And they will meet with Collins, O'Dowd, and Tyson meeting up briefly. As Scott Jones digs in. Adrian Garcia at first base. Jones showing bunt, takes it back and takes that pitch for a ball, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And that one out of the zone, ball 2. On those past 2 pitches, Jones was showing bunt. And a beautifully placed bunt by Jones as the throw beats him by half a step. But the bunt does do what it was meant to do, and it advances Adrian Garcia to second base and in scoring position. And now Mario Maldonado at the plate. He is 1 for 4 on the day with 1 RBI. And time is called. Mario Maldonado, this past Tuesday, pitched 8 1/3 innings. And today, playing at second base, takes the plate with 1 out and a runner on second with the Rattlers down by 1. Collins will stay in the ballgame for the Cardinals. He checks over to second. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. Garcia at second. Here's the 0-1. And Maldonado fouls that one off the plate. 0-2 now the count. On deck for the Rattlers is Brooks Orton. Maldonado down 0-2 now in the count as he awaits the pitch from Collins. And Maldonado able to hold up his swing as that pitch tailed out of the zone. 1-2 now the count. Collins gets his sign as Maldonado calls for time. One and 2 is the count to Mario Maldonado. The Rattlers have a runner in scoring position, and throughout this ball game, the Rattlers have left 8 on base. Maldonado hits that one high up the Richter shaft. Oh, and able to make the play is Rice for out number 2. And now Brooks Orton heads to the plate. He is 1 for 4 on the afternoon with 1 RBI. Orton batting lefty. Digs in and awaits the pitch from Collins. Collins has thrown 113 pitches this afternoon as he checks over to second base to Garcia, who slides in safely. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Cardinals lead 4-3. Here's the pitch. Orton gives that one a good ride. That one is deep into center field. And there to make the play is Brown. And that will be the ball game. A disappointing finish for the St. Mary's Rattlers.
At your ball game, William Jewell picks up their first win of the season. 1-0, winning pitcher.
The Rattlers fell behind 2-0 early on in the ball game, and they were able to rally and put a 3-spot between the 4th and 5th inning, but the top of the 6th was the difference for the Cardinals as they were able to regain the lead and they never looked back. The Rattlers threatened on several occasions but were unable to capitalize as they leave 9 runners on base this game. The final score of the ball game: the William Jewell Cardinals 4, the St. Mary's Rattlers 3. And that concludes the first game of this 3-game series. These 2 teams will play tomorrow afternoon here inside Dixon Stadium at 3 p.m. Be sure to check out rattlerathletics.com for more information on all St. Mary's sporting events happening this weekend. That does it for all of us here at the Rattler Network. We thank all of you for joining us here this afternoon. Take care, and we'll see you next time.